Imagine this for a moment. You wake up in the morning, swing your legs off the bed, and as you try to stand, your knees feel shaky. Your thighs don't have the same strength they used to. You grab onto the edge of the nightstand just to steady yourself. You tell yourself it's just age. Maybe I slept wrong. But deep down you wonder, why does it feel like my legs are getting weaker every month? If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. Millions of older adults experience that same slow, creeping weakness. Legs that feel heavier, muscles that don't respond like they once did, and a subtle loss of balance that makes you second guess every step. It can be scary because your legs are more than just muscle and bone. They're your independence, your confidence, your freedom to move through life. Hi, I'm your name, and today I want to speak directly to you from the heart, not to scare you, but to open your eyes to something few people ever talk about. There are two common vitamins, yes, vitamins, that can actually make your legs weaker after 60. And chances are you might be taking them right now, thinking you're helping your body, when in reality you could be quietly holding yourself back. I know how frustrating it is to feel like your body is betraying you, to go from moving freely to suddenly struggling to get out of a chair. Maybe you used to take long walks, garden for hours, or dance at weddings, and now just walking across the room makes you tired. You might think it's inevitable, but often it's not. Sometimes it's about what's happening inside your body, and that includes the vitamins and supplements you trust every day. Let's start by understanding what's really going on as we age. Once we hit 60, our muscle mass naturally begins to decline. Scientists call it sarcopenia, the gradual loss of muscle tissue and strength that comes with aging. It doesn't happen overnight. It's a slow, subtle process. You might notice that your legs feel softer, your balance feels off, or stairs that used to be easy now make your thighs burn. That's sarcopenia at work. But here's the part that surprises many seniors. Sometimes muscle weakness isn't just about getting older. It's about how your body processes certain vitamins and nutrients. Some of those healthy supplements we see on store shelves, the ones we take faithfully because we think they are keeping us strong, can actually backfire, especially as our metabolism and absorption change with age. So today, I want to gently walk you through the two worst vitamins that may weaken your legs after 60, and more importantly, what you can do about it to start feeling stronger again. Let's start with the first one, vitamin E. Now, when most people hear vitamin E, they think of antioxidants, heart health, maybe even skin benefits. And yes, in normal amounts, vitamin E can be helpful. But the key word here is normal amounts, because once we cross into too much, it can start working against us, especially for muscle health and leg strength. Vitamin E is fat-soluble, which means your body stores it in your tissues. Unlike water-soluble vitamins, it doesn't wash out easily. When levels get too high, vitamin E can actually interfere with your muscles' ability to contract efficiently. Some people describe it as a general tiredness or a strange, unexplained weakness. And in older adults, especially those who take high-dose vitamin E supplements every day, this can quietly erode strength in the legs. You might notice your legs feel heavier, or you get tired walking distances that used to feel easy. You might even feel wobbly or unsteady when standing up from a chair. Those could be subtle signs that you're getting too much vitamin E. And the tricky part is it can build up slowly, over months or even years. Researchers have noted that excessive vitamin E intake can cause muscle weakness and fatigue. For a younger person, that might just mean feeling a bit tired. But for someone over 60, where every bit of muscle strength counts, it can mean the difference between walking confidently or needing support. If you're taking a multivitamin, a heart health supplement, or separate vitamin E capsules, it's worth checking the dosage. Sometimes even well-meaning supplements stack up, one in your multivitamin, another in your fish oil, another in a skin formula, and suddenly you're getting several times what your body really needs. Now let's move to the second vitamin. Vitamin A, particularly the preformed kind known as retinol. Vitamin A is essential. We need it for good vision, a healthy immune system, and proper cell growth. But just like vitamin E, it's fat soluble. It builds up in your body over time. And when you get too much, especially from supplements or from eating a lot of liver or cod liver oil, it can cause real problems. Excess vitamin A can actually weaken your muscles, including the large muscles in your thighs and hips. It can make your joints ache, your bones more brittle, and your legs feel unstable. Some people describe it as a heaviness or burning weakness in their legs. Others just notice that their balance is off or that standing for long periods wears them down faster than it used to. It's heartbreaking, really, because many people take vitamin A thinking it'll help their eyes or their skin without realizing it could be slowly making their legs weaker. And here's something else. As we age, our kidneys and liver process vitamins differently. That means even moderate doses can build up faster than they used to when you were younger. So those are the two main culprits, vitamin E and preformed vitamin A, that in excess can quietly chip away at your leg strength and independence. But I don't want you to feel afraid or guilty. You've been doing what you thought was right. The good news is this is fixable. You can take back control starting today. Here's how. First, take a deep breath and don't panic. You don't have to throw away every supplement in your cabinet. The key is awareness. Gather everything you're currently taking, every bottle, every pill, every multivitamin. Lay them out on a table. Read the labels carefully. You might be surprised by how many of them contain vitamin E or vitamin A. Write down how much of each you're taking daily. If you're not sure what's considered too much, here's a simple guide. For most adults, the recommended daily allowance for vitamin E is around 15 milligrams or 22 international units. For vitamin A, about 700 micrograms for women and 900 for men. But remember, that includes everything you get from food and supplements combined. Once you go beyond that, especially for months or years, you can easily creep into too much territory. Next, make a list of the foods you regularly eat that might be adding to your intake. Do you eat liver, cod liver oil, or fortified foods? Do you drink shakes or powders with added vitamins? These all count. Once you've gathered that info, talk to your doctor or pharmacist. Bring your list and ask, could these supplements be making my legs weaker? You might be surprised how quickly they'll recognize the connection. If your doctor recommends it, you can taper down or stop high-dose supplements. Your body will slowly adjust and release the stored vitamins. Many people notice that within a few weeks, their energy returns, their legs feel steadier, and they can walk longer without fatigue. Now let's focus on what helps your legs, because we're not just here to talk about problems, but solutions. One of the best things you can do for your legs after 60 is combine proper nutrition with light strength training. I'm not talking about heavy gym workouts. I'm talking about simple, gentle, consistent movements that remind your muscles they're still needed. Chair squats, leg lifts, calf raises while holding onto a countertop, even standing up and sitting down from a sturdy chair 10 times in a row. These moves build strength in the very muscles that keep you stable. At the same time, focus on supportive nutrients. For example, vitamin D plays a huge role in muscle strength and balance. Many older adults are deficient, especially in the winter months. Getting your levels checked and supplementing if necessary can make a world of difference. So can getting enough protein. Think eggs, fish, lean meats, beans, or a simple protein shake if your appetite is low. And don't underestimate hydration. Dehydration can make your muscles feel tight and your balance worse. Aim for steady water intake throughout the day, even if you don't feel thirsty. As you make these changes, pay attention to your body. Notice small victories. Maybe you can stand a bit longer before needing to sit. Maybe stairs feel just a little easier. Maybe you catch yourself smiling because your legs don't ache as much as before. Those small wins matter. They're signs that your body is responding, healing, regaining its strength. And please, be gentle with yourself. It's easy to feel discouraged when your body doesn't cooperate like it once did. But remember, every cell in your body is still listening to how you treat it. When you give your body balance, not too little, not too much, it rewards you. The human body is astonishingly resilient, even in our 60s, 70s, and beyond. Now let's talk about something deeper, what your legs represent. Your legs are your connection to freedom. They carry you to the places and people you love. They let you walk in the sunshine, hug your grandchildren, dance at weddings, or simply move through your day without fear. When they weaken, it's not just physical, it affects your spirit. You start second-guessing yourself. You lose confidence. You start saying no to things you used to love because you're afraid you'll fall or get tired. But it doesn't have to stay that way. When you start making these small, smart adjustments, checking your vitamins, rebalancing your nutrition, moving your body a little more each day, you're not just rebuilding your muscles, you're rebuilding your confidence. You're taking back control. I've seen people in their 70s and 80s regain mobility they thought was gone forever. One woman told me she hadn't walked without her cane in 5 years, but after adjusting her supplements and adding light exercises, she surprised her doctor by walking across the room unassisted. That's the power of small, consistent action. So let's recap, gently but clearly, what we've learned today. If your legs feel weaker, heavier, or more tired after 60, and you're taking multiple supplements, it might not be just aging. Check your vitamin E and vitamin A intake, especially if you use high-dose capsules or take multiple fortified products. These two vitamins, when consumed in excess, can slowly weaken your muscles, especially your legs, and affect your balance. The fix is not extreme, it's about balance. Reduce excess, talk to your doctor, ensure you're getting supportive nutrients like vitamin D and enough protein, and move those legs regularly, even for just a few minutes a day. Every small effort adds up. Most importantly, remember this: you are not powerless. You are not just getting old. You are still capable of feeling stronger, steadier, and more alive. The body you live in right now still responds to care, attention, and kindness. It's never too late to rebuild strength, to walk without fear, to feel steady on your feet again. So tonight, when you sit quietly for a moment, look down at your legs. Maybe they're a little sore, maybe they're tired, but they've carried you through decades of life, through love, through challenges, through laughter and tears. They deserve your gratitude, and they deserve your care. Thank them gently. Then promise them this: I'm going to take better care of you from now on. That small commitment can change everything. If this message spoke to you, if you felt a spark of hope, or learned something new that could help you or someone you love, please take a moment to hit the like button. It helps this information reach other seniors who might be struggling and don't know why their legs feel weaker. And if you want more practical, heart-centered advice for staying strong and independent after 60, please subscribe. I release videos every week that focus on real, natural ways to support your health, your energy, and your confidence. And in the comments below, share your story. Tell me, have you noticed changes in your leg strength? What supplements are you taking right now? I read every comment, and your experience might help someone else watching this video who feels alone in their journey. You're not alone. You're not broken. You're just learning how to give your body what it truly needs. And sometimes that means taking a step back from what you thought was helping. That's wisdom. That's strength. So keep moving forward. Walk a little taller. Smile at how far you've come. And remember, every day you choose to take care of yourself is a victory worth celebrating. I'm proud of you. I truly am. Until next time, take care of yourself, stay strong, and keep those legs moving, because your best years of strength, confidence, and freedom can still be ahead.